He's inexperienced and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Sorry if I scared you, Rico. Woo! Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always. Got a jam-packed show lined up for you today. It's Tuesday, so that means it's a tap-out Tuesday. We're going to have our friends from Squared Up Pizza in studio in the 8 o'clock hour, giving away up to $100 in gift certificates to their fantastic pizza. They're quickly putting their name in the conversation as best pizza in town. And my daughter, which I will tell Mario, the owner, when he comes in, no smoke. Says 10 out of 10. She loves this pizza. So,
flawless.
Yeah, I'm a major fan as well. So we have that going on. And, of course, then we also have tickets for Hailstorm and The Pretty Reckless. And Beef Gives You Gas. I just posted this on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page. I need you guys to comment on that post and then on the Instagram page as well once I post that there. But we're giving away $25 gas cards all week long. I know that obviously it's very expensive right now, so any little bit can help. And our friends at MPG Auto hooked us up with gas cards, and I could have pocketed it like a selfish dick. But instead, I said, you know what? I want my listeners to have it.
Wow.
Yeah, our listeners. So, we're giving away gas cards. I got 2 to give away today, and then 1 each day moving forward. So all you have to do is comment below the official post and then tune in at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock for your chance to win.
Can I make a fake profile and wear a fake mustache?
Yes, you can.
All right, sweet.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I think it could go under the radar. I don't think they double check things around here.
Okay.
So yeah, we could get away with that kind of
Just
stuff.
asking.
Yeah. So good luck in beating Rico for these gas cards. I know he's driving from the east side, so he needs them. Real quick, we will touch base on Will Smith. Here's the fallout from Will Smith. Now, first off, I haven't talked to you, Rico, but I know that you're deep in the anus of the internet.
Oh, I'm up in there, baby.
Yeah. So what is the belief of the incident that happened at the Oscars, according to the internet?
Oh, my God. Yeah, the deep conspiracy holes that you go down.
Yeah.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. Because part of you's guilty and part of you's like, I am so intrigued because you're like, there's so much more to be paying attention to. But the pop culture madness, it just sucks you in.
Yeah.
But
So say what was your beliefs?
My beliefs is it was legit, but then you read enough and you have to like slow motion replay it. You're like, wait a minute.
No,
did Chris Rock know it was coming? Was it planned?
Yeah.
And then you read about how the Oscars were sponsored by, Pfizer. The big old no. There was actually
I'm sure they were.
No,
yeah,
they legit put it up there. And somebody made the connection and said, "Oh, the joke he made about his wife was about alopecia, right?"
Well,
and then somebody did a research thing on that and linked the fact that Pfizer's putting out like a new clinical trial or pushing a product that cures alopecia. So they're saying bring awareness to this.
Now, according to several sources, Chris Rock didn't know that Jada had alopecia, nor does it really matter, I think. Jada Pinkett Smith has been in the top 1% of her entire life. Physically, she's been blessed with talent and looks and intelligence and money. And yeah, you name it. All right. And then she gets alopecia. She has to shave her head. She shaves her head and she's still the top 1% as far as beauty. So, sorry about the minor inconvenience, but the rest of us poor uggos out here, I don't think we're really feeling too much sympathy for you on that. And it was a lighthearted joke. All right. So Will Smith did apologize to Chris Rock, but not directly to him. He posted it on the gram. And he said, my behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke at Jada's medical condition was too much for me. So this is like an excuse within an apology, right? It's not a good apology.
Yeah.
And then he said, I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line. And it's like, no, you should be privately apologizing to Chris Rock for basically disrespecting him and punking him out for the global audience. Now, as far as the ratings for the Oscar because of this incident, it was a big deal. The Oscar ratings climbed to second worst ever. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, each year for the last 10 years, thanks to the streaming age, the decline in the popularity of the Oscars and viewership in general has been down.
It's a non-event now.
It is a non-event, but again, it really happened that has to do with a lot of people cutting the cord and unplugging and just streaming things. So it was expected to be low, but of course, once Will Smith slapped Chris Rock and it started trending everywhere, then all eyes were on the Oscars, and it did climb up. The audience grew 59% over last year's early Nielsen numbers, and it's still the second worst ever. But it's not all bad news for Chris Rock, anyways. Tickets for his upcoming comedy shows, which he has one coming up in Phoenix here not too long from now. Well, those skyrocketed from $46 to $580 overnight on ticket reselling apps. And I thought about this too. Like, Will Smith may have won the battle, but Chris Rock will win the war if he doesn't choose the high road. And I mean that if he just vents about this and turns this obvious anguish and embarrassment into material, he is one of the greatest comedy minds of a generation. And that's like Will Smith bringing I don't know, like a paperclip to a gunfight. Chris Rock will annihilate him night in, night out, and fans will line up around the block to listen to that. So in the end, and in the long run, I feel like Chris Rock won this fight, or will win this fight.
So waiting for that show is going to be one thing, but it's kind of funny. A lot of comedians on Instagram made the point, like, oh, great. Now we have to deal with the cringy open micers going, hey, is Will Smith out there?
Right.
Just checking.
Right.
So we have to deal with that for like a long time now.
Forever.
Just double check and make sure Will's not out there.
Yeah. Anyone with alopecia? Because I got some bald jokes. Don't hit me.
Don't hit me.
All right, let's get this show moving. We got your morning moron coming up after 3 days. Grace got Audio Slave, going to be played this hour, so much more. Keep it right here all morning long. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, Beefekin presents. Let's go! Woo! Clear. All right.
Jam.
It is a jam.
Wait,
and we're
can
back.
you hear it?
No, he can't.
So you were just...
Yeah, I'm bopping in my head.
Because I was like, I don't hear any music yet.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Good morning, streamers. Say good morning to Kat. We got her in the building here, and we got a lot of things going on. So you probably just heard the tease. Let me break this down for you, all right? And this is a good list for you too, Rico.
Ooh.
So these are signs you could show somebody when you start dating them if you become serious about said person. I don't know if you get a certain point of muscle mass, and a lower BMI, or
I just take one more button down and show my chest hair. That means it's serious.
Right. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know if you get to a point of chiseledness where you give a shit less about serious relationships and just want to please the world, but to each his own. So here's the 10 signs that he's into you or he's serious about a relationship, because I think a lot of girls get misconstrued about this. Think a guy might be into him when the guy's just thinking that she's a booty call, right?
I mean, the reality is if a guy wants to hang out with you and if he likes you, he will, period.
Okay.
He'll make the effort.
Coming in number 10, he doesn't actively avoid meeting your friends or even your family. You ever been in a situation where a guy's like, hey, I'm going out with my friends. You want to join us? And he just always has an excuse as to why he doesn't want to.
Are we supposed to give our opinion on these?
I know. I'm chomping at the bits.
He just lit up. Yes, we could do an opinion at a time. Kat, what's your opinion on that one?
On a timer? Okay.
Yeah, on a timer. Oh, I said one opinion at a time, but yes, we could do 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing would be if someone has social anxiety, that might be a reason why they'd be avoiding that.
Okay, so you're making excuses for this guy
I'm not
already.
making excuses. I'm just saying that's a reality for people.
Rico, what's your opinion on that one?
A lot of time, she's kind of right. I mean, nowadays we're very aware of tendencies and social anxieties and avoidant, anxious, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But half the time also it's I don't want to meet your family. Meet your friends. I don't care about your friends.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, if that happened to me with the person I was with, I would not be happy.
Yeah.
It's fair. Yeah.
We would talk about it. I'd be like, what's up?
Right. I mean, am I just a dirty little secret? And chances are you are.
Am I the side piece in your KFC meal?
Right. Am I the biscuit?
Am I the biscuit?
Oh, the biscuit's good, though.
Yeah. No.
That's the point. It's good.
I'm fine with being the
It's
biscuit.
great.
The biscuit's delicious, but you don't want the biscuit every day. It'll make you fat.
Right.
So, you got to just treat
Uh-uh.
yourself like once a week
If you
around
work
2:30
out.
in the morning.
You can work that biscuit off.
Have you been working out consistently or just that one time?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Okay, that's good. All right, number 9, he's willing to take things slow, meaning he's not trying to bang you right away. That's like after 3 dates. Do you ever do the 3-date rule?
I don't do the rules.
Okay, that's good. She goes by her own rules. I dig it. She has a 10-date rule.
I don't
All
play
right,
by the rules.
he comes over
It
when you're
just
sick.
depends.
All right, what about this? Comes over when he's sick. Do you ever have a guy that you were dating come over and try to take care of you, be like a
Yes.
doctor when you're sick?
Yeah.
That guy was into you.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
All right. He friends Facebook with you. He Facebook friends you.
Oh God. What is this list from like 2007?
Right?
You still do you have a Facebook?
Yeah, I never use it.
Okay.
And I don't care about being like, I'm in a relationship.
I still use Facebook and I appreciate everyone streaming the show on Facebook.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
Kat,
really
did
glad
they-
you're here.
Did they Facebook poke you yet?
Yeah.
Is it real?
You ever been poked and then unpoked and then poked again?
Many
That's
times.
Facebook sex.
By
That's,
some guy in India. It was really awkward.
All right. Next one, he packs an overnight bag. So that means he's trying to stay over.
Or he's homeless.
Okay, this is a terrible list, but now we're into the top 5. So we trimmed the fat on this list.
Okay.
Here's our top 5.
Yeah,
He sits through Scandal because he knows it's your favorite.
that's cute.
No. What terrible
Ah.
TV show would you make your significant other watch?
I would never make someone watch something. they
What
don't wanna
terrible
watch.
TV show do you love that you know guys would not like?
I've been really into Hoarders.
Yeah, that's one. So
I
reality
think
TV.
Well, I think it's scary because the guy I'm dating like walks in my house and I am a messy person, and then he like sees me like watching Hoarders consistently. He's like,
It's like, is there a
"There
problem I should know about?"
correlation?" Yeah.
He's thinking like, is this a how-to? Are you training yourself to be
Right.
more disgusting?
How to hide it.
Have you
That's
seen
great.
the bottoms of my feet?
Oh no, you got Circle K feet?
Oh.
Circle
No,
K
that's
feet.
literally. I had an ex-boyfriend tell me that. He said I had Jiffy store feet.
Yeah. It's a saying.
They're
Jiffy store.
They're hiker.
Jiffy
That's
store is a
funny.
Florida reference.
Jiffy Lube?
Jiffy store.
Jiffy store feet. Is that a Florida? Our gas station is called Jiffy
Is that a
stores.
Yeah.
Florida joke?
Yeah.
See, that was the Florida equivalent of Circle K.
You got gator feet.
Well. All right. Let's see. He makes a point to take you to his favorite places. Like, hey, baby, check out this strip club.
You
It's
like
awesome.
McDonald's?
You're gonna love their buffet.
I have been really into McDonald's lately.
Really?
Yeah, it's
And
not,
not that into the gym? Weird how that correlates.
It's crack.
Uh-huh. When you crave McDonald's, you
Gotta
just
have
have to have
McDonald's.
I'm
McDonald's.
sorry, their fries are so good.
They are. All right. Number 3, he assumes you're his de facto +1. So like when he says,
This
I
is
have a
just being
wedding in
in a
November.
relationship.
Pretty much.
This is just being in a relationship.
Well, I'm saying this list to remind Rico. Right? He's the single one.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Well, him and Powers.
Yeah. Well, I'm also saying this as a red flag in case they do this to each other. Be like, oh, you're gonna end up in a bromance.
Let me
and
see
you're not
your
gonna
dirty
know.
feet, Frank.
Yeah.
Let me see them.
He gets upset if he doesn't hear from you all day. Uh-oh. Creeper alert. And he makes a point to check in with you before making plans. So,
I mean, that's
Standard. Yeah, I was
that's
going to say.
standard.
all right,
I like
all right.
how it's like a surprise nowadays to have like
know.
standard practices of being a decent person.
Yes.
And now it's like, these are signs he's actually not sociopathic.
Yeah, it's
Right.
hilarious. It's like,
okay.
he wants to spend time with you.
Right?
Nice.
He knows your middle name or your last name. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have our slang list, which is not going to get any better coming up next on
Oh,
the
boy.
air. Yeah. Wall Street Journal. A
Bet.
new report for the Wall Street Journal says we're tipping less than we were a year ago, partly because the pandemic is easing and partly because inflation is up.
yeah, I would not be surprised.
Yeah. It's not a huge
Ooh.
difference yet, but tips are starting to trend back down. Basically, people are like, hey, thank you for your service in this time pandemic. And now they're like, fuck you. It took longer than 3 minutes.
I know. I
Yeah.
got a $40 Instacart tip the other day, though.
Wow.
Really? After
Yeah.
you delivered it?
No, prior. But I have gotten,
Okay.
yeah.
Did they
tips
mean to put
after.
$4, you think? Or
No.
It was $40.
It was a huge order. It was like $330.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Who are these people? Where do they live?
They were like north.
Yeah. They're rich. Right. So
Rich
and
folk.
you've been loving this Instacart stuff.
I
huh?
love it.
All right, we got 10 seconds. We're gonna get on the air here. Let's get ready for this. Yes, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with Kat Rumbley and Rico as we're going through lists. Now, I posted on my Facebook or my Instagram yesterday just a video clip of my beef tip. And then I used some current slang because, I'm still hip. I'm pretty cool.
You're so
What?
hip.
And it was a play on words because I was posting my beef tip about Will Smith, and Chris Rock. And we're not going to talk about that. We beat that to death, just like Will Smith did to Chris Rock's face. But I said, I have a beef tip for Will Smith. Your relationship is toxic. You need to move on. Congrats on the Oscar, though. King Richard totally slaps. And slaps is the slang now that all the
Sure.
kids are using. And
Slaps.
I've embraced it. I'm using it in sentences now, not only when I'm talking to my teenage daughter and her friends, but to my older friends as well. They look at me confused, but in like, hey, sorry, Grandpa, you don't know what the kids are saying nowadays. So it makes me feel young. This list will make you feel old, but then these are slang words that kind of fell out of style.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, well, there's a website that put together this list, but they're also arguing that these slang words should probably come back in style. Some of these are worth bringing back, So off the top of your head, what's a slang word that was cool when you were a teenager that is literally gone today?
Oh my God.
How do I'm like, all the things
What
I
is-
just thought of are like, I would get canceled for saying.
Right?
You did grow up in Florida, so yeah, those aren't
Yeah.
slang
Oh,
words; those are
boy.
slurs. No,
What is the one that, like, talk to the hand or whatever?
Oh yeah, talk
like,
to the hand.
that's stupid.
Do you remember that
stuff.
little
because the rest
rhyme?
of me ain't
Or
listening.
L, the L. I don't know. A lot of them from like the 1950s that are ironically used in 90s, and then I don't
Well,
know.
that's part of the
Boss.
argument.
That's so boss.
The part of the argument is trends are cyclical. So everything that was
are.
once cool will be cool again.
Yeah.
All right. So like the mullet has made an appearance again, and you think the mullet's not in fashion. Well, why don't you go look at a high school? There are kids
so-
rocking a
Really?
mullet for
So
sure.
trendy
Mullets
now.
are back.
Trendy mullets.
I DJ'd a graduation party last year. Honestly, I counted more mullets than cans of Dr. Pepper. They were everywhere.
So funny.
Yeah. All right. So here's a couple slang words that they believe need to make a comeback.
Okay.
On fleek.
No.
I'm still trying to understand what that means.
Greta
I-
on fleek.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Greta on fleek is a fantastic band.
Oh yeah.
I think it's weird.
Yeah. All right. What about this one? Bugging. Like you're bugging.
bugging.
Yes.
You never hear anybody say that.
I know you don't.
Not
I don't think
anymore.
I ever did.
People
you're
be bugging
bugging.
out though.
What about tripping?
tripping is the next
Tripping.
one?
You're tripping.
Yes,
Bugging.
I said that a lot in college.
Oh yeah.
You are
Yeah.
tripping.
Were you using hallucinogens? Okay. So tripping, bugging and tripping, two in the same need to be brought back. Illin, that's an 80s
Illin.
slang word.
Illin.
I don't know if illin's going to make a word way back.
That's
It's just
illin.
not phonetically pleasing, to say. It's kind of,
Illin.
yeah, illin. Mm,
I'm
doesn't
too close
feel
to
right.
Ellen, and that grosses me out.
right.
For what?
Ellen.
That's
Uh,
Ellen.
So bugging and tripping are two words that are fun to say. Illin, not so much.
Sure.
Word, like someone says something that you agree.
I never said that, but I know a lot of
Word.
people did.
I still say
Word.
word.
Yeah,
do?
he
Mhm.
does.
Word.
Uh-huh.
You do, really?
Mm-hmm. A couple more here that are my favorites. Poppin', bomb, like it's the bomb. Don't say that around teenager. Their eyes will roll back so far into their head that they'll pop back up the right way.
Really?
Oh yes.
It's like so uncool.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was like, that's the bomb. My daughter's like, "Ah!" like
Blood
yeah,
starts coming out of her ears.
yeah, like turning into the fly or something. Something's like gonna burst out of her.
What have you done?
So disgusted by me saying the bomb.
That's insane.
Yeah, we'll continue this list on the podcast broadcast. More Beef Vegan Presents coming up next on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Oh,
You're
yeah.
supposed to say that, Dad.
You don't say that
Don't
one.
say that.
Jesus.
Did you just hear my throat like make a weird noise?
No?
Okay, good.
What kind of noise?
Let me go to WebMD real quick.
No,
Hold on.
it's just like so close to the mic. It was like gurgle.
Oh, you have
gurgle.
You're
alopecia.
gurgling,
It
huh?
was a gurgle.
Oh, why were
Gurgle.
you late this morning?
No.
Sorry.
Dad.
So that joke was not the bomb.
It was really
Bet.
It was
Terrible.
yeah, bet. I
Bet.
can't.
I can't stand bet. It
I
makes me laugh.
literally can't. And when people I've had
When they say it legitimately.
I've had I've had a woman my age who was picking something up for me that she bought or whatever, and she was like, "Yeah, bet," and I'm like, I was just sitting there like, I don't get it. Like, what does that mean?
Right. Bet your
Bet.
groceries that you can't afford this.
Right.
If you're using the word bet.
It was not good. I think I sold her like a dresser that was just like in my garage.
Like, what am I, a casino?
She was one of those people that's like, is that for sale too? And I'm like, yeah.
Bet.
All right, so
So awkward.
here's the words that went out of style that they believe should not come back in style. Words ending in easy, like for sheezy.
Yeah, those are rough.
That had like a 1-year run with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Pinnacle. That
Yeah,
was it.
it was Snoop.
I have a theory on slang and how it becomes popular. Slang is curated by the ignorant, right? So it's almost like you mispronouncing something and then it just catches on as slang. And I feel like half of Snoop Dogg's Rolodex, as far as slang words he's created, and he's created a bunch, is because he was so high and just misremembering how to properly say things and then just playing it off because he's so smooth. Like, yeah, I meant that.
I mean, yeah.
And then it catches on.
Bet.
Yep, bet. Words ending, or we already did that. Play a hater. Don't be a
Ah.
playa hater.
No, thank you.
She is really offended by that.
It's just like, I have a lot of feelings about this.
Saying playa hater brings back fond memories of my high school years. And my first rap group was called Poetic Playas with a Z because
No
we were very
way.
street.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Z.
Yeah.
Did you guys use that like really cheesy font with the
Which
cover?
one?
I want to see the cover if you have one. Do you have a CD cover from that or anything like that?
No, we
I would
we would
kill
do
to
it.
see that.
We handwrote wrote it out on mixtapes.
Okay.
Old English style, gangster style, of course. If you do a
Yep.
Z. I do have a tattoo that's double P Styles. It's a play off of Poetic Playas, and
I love
it's on
it.
my
I
arm, so
love
it's
it.
there forever. And
Are they doing a comeback tour anytime soon?
unfortunately, my best friend, who was the other half of the Poetic
no.
Playas, passed away.
Ah,
Rest in peace, Dan.
rest
My
in peace,
brother,
Dan.
he's tattooed on my arm as well.
Nice.
Aw.
All right, Stilo. Remember Stilo?
Literally, no. Oh
Okay.
my God. Well, someone said, can we just retire the word literally? That's one too.
Yes.
Literally.
That's true.
I'm literally so
figuratively?
upset. Yeah. That's a-
I get that. Okay, just a couple more real quick. Dope, swag. I thought the kids still say swag.
I say
it's kinda
dope.
dead.
They just
I
say it in a
dope.
weird way.
I like dope.
I like dope too.
That's dope.
All right, and the one that's dead and should stay dead, YOLO.
Yeah, that one's rough.
That's like
Mm.
ironic now.
It is.
Is it?
I think they use it. Yeah. I mean, it's not used legitimately.
It's just so funny too
YOLO.
because whatever.
All right. So earlier this morning,
Cringy.
yeah, we had a lot of fun this morning. Earlier this morning, we had a morning moron of somebody that could be Kat's soulmate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
from Florida.
No, because they're a hoarder.
bet.
The morning moron is this guy. Check it out. KFMA 3 Days Grace of So-Called Life here on Beef Vegan Presents. It's now 6:15 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. This is a pretty funny story. I got a picture to go along with it. I'll share on the podcast broadcast stream. But cops raided a 54-year-old's residence because they suspected him of stealing bikes. Okay. Well, how they suspect this man of stealing bikes? Well, they got a tip. They got a tip he might be in possession of some stolen bikes because somebody spotted them on satellite images on Google Maps.
What?
Yes, he
Oh.
stole so many bikes that you can see it from space. Legit. Look at this, Rico. Look at that.
That's
Like,
amazing.
here's the picture that I'm going to show on the podcast broadcast stream. That entire backyard right there.
What?
Those are all stolen bikes. Yes. He's got hundreds and hundreds of stolen bikes.
I've never. That's hoarding.
Yes, it's hoarding. It's like you're stealing these bikes for what? Any financial reason? You can open up a bike shop? No, you just like collecting stolen bikes?
That's like a villain from a 90s Disney movie or something like that. What the hell?
Yeah, so it's not clear how many bikes in total it is, but it looks like in the hundreds. And his entire
Insane.
backyard is full of them piled on top of each other, about 6 feet high. People who live in the area claim the pile has been there for years and just kept getting bigger. And now he's facing charges for possession of handling stolen goods. And cops have now started the long, strenuous process of trying to track down all of the owners. So just clear off the calendar for the next couple of years because
Oh my god.
the cops are on it. They're going to give these bikes back to people. And if they just look in the area, it's a neighborhood where nobody rides their bike.
That is funny.
Everybody's walking. So, in the case of the bike thief hoarder, I dub thee a morning moron. That's crazy. And again, I'm going to show that image on the podcast broadcast a little bit later
I was
on.
going to say,
so
people have to see this. That's funny.
it is amazing. All right, let's hit the reset. We got more Beef Vegan Presents coming up, including, I'll let you know, Rock 1 2 boy. Oh, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, we're back here live. All right, I got a video.
YOLO.
I got a viral video I want to share with you guys. This is incredibly woke. This is where we're at as a generation. So, like, you probably heard a story or hypotheticals like this on playgrounds growing up in like high school, junior high.
Okay.
Would you say guys ask this to each other? Would you suck a dick for $1 million? Right? It's crude. But it's a question that literally has been asked to other guys
All the time, since the
Would
dawn
you?
of time.
Since the dawn of time. For $1 million, no.
Really?
No, that's not enough.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
not enough?
no, it's not enough.
Come on.
I'm
No,
over,
because-
well,
What
I'm
if you
like,
get a lot of
I
tequila
would.
beforehand?
Look, I have expensive taste, and that's not a taste I want for $1 million. So
Wild.
I would say, okay, I'll be reasonable. 10 million. Throw an extra zero all day long,
I
down
don't-
to the balls.
I don't believe that.
What, you,
I don't
you
think
think
you
I would
would-
do it for less?
Some rich guy up in
What
North
are you
Tucson pulls him
offering?
aside. He's like, I'll give you $1 million right now, beef. If you just 10 seconds, I'm quick.
Yeah.
He'll be like,
10 seconds.
you're not going to film this, are
Jeez.
you?
Now, this question was asked, and this is titled Pure Chad. This video is viral on Reddit because the guy's answer,
Oh, I can't wait.
straight up, no, but there is like a caveat there, like no, but, and it's a very weird but, and he's kind of making a point, but he doesn't get the point at the same time. It's very strange. Okay, so without further ado, let's check this out. Chad.
Suck it. Damn. Is she trans or is it
How much money would you take to suck?
to suck it? Damn. Is she trans or is it a dude? Man, I'll suck a trans for free, but you can't pay me to suck.
I got 100 mil in a briefcase right now.
You can't buy my pride. I'll do that for free if she's sexy.
So you're gonna suck a trans girl for free?
I already have.
I already have. That's the look of, that's the face
I
of a
was not
man.
expecting that.
Yeah, who's like,
Amazing.
uh-huh.
Pure Chad.
Wait, I thought Chad was going to be the other guy.
No, so
That's funny.
That
Yeah.
guy isn't a Chad.
right.
That's
so
the joke, I think. It's
Oh.
just funny.
yeah,
Is
so with that, the guy's like, yeah, you know, like it's
do it
not
for free.
gay
I think it was already have.
if she's
Yeah.
trans, you know. I'll suck a girl's dick all day. But not a guy's dick. That's weird. That's an argument here that is modern day. You know, there's a whole generation that's just like, yeah, for sure.
So confusing.
Isn't it though? But yeah, he's just like, oh no,
Gold.
if she's sexy, yeah, I'll take it all down. I'll
Yeah.
gobble, gobble, gobble.
Buy my pride.
Yeah, but dude, you know, and then probably even like,
There's a lot to unpack there.
yeah,
There is. Yeah.
there is
A lot.
There is. All right, I have
Really
another video I want to show you. This is crazy. Yesterday there was a 50-car pile up in Pennsylvania. Well, it's snowing back there. Did you know that?
Oof.
Yeah. While we have a little drizzle, very lucky to be in Arizona. This guy was recording it, giving a little play-by-play because once he gets in a car accident, he has to take it to Instagram Live, right?
And that would be me.
Yeah. Well, here this is. Check this out.
This is ridiculous. It's snow and fog mixed together, and it made the visibility down to zero. And oh, watch out! Watch out! Oh God! Shit! Damn! My car is gone. I need to get all my shit out of my car, but it's too dangerous. And the shit's on fire. This shit. Oh, look at that! I need to get the fuck off the road. Damn! This is great. My car. No. Look at that fire. Oh my God. Damn, this is crazy, man. What am I going to do about the charger? My charger.
What am I gonna do about my
I
charger?
have so many questions.
All right, what's the
Did
questions?
anyone
Because I got
die?
background.
That's really sad.
Unfortunately, yes.
They did. Oh.
Yeah, 3 people passed away in that. 50
Damn.
cars.
It just
At this point, it was only 20 cars. So that was happening and just kept happening. People were driving blindly because they could not see in front of them. And unfortunately, there was lots of people who weren't even yielding. They were just thinking everything's all good and
Yeah.
then
Well,
driving
you
in.
saw.
Yeah.
Just
But also, like, why
pure
were the people
speed.
standing so close?
That's what I was about to say.
I
It,
feel
it
like-
just seems like nowadays there's so many people that just assume life is a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7
It's
seconds.
It's like that
5
weird.
seconds.
Well, then I'm done.
Oh, okay.
But that was crazy.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're just checking out viral videos on the podcast broadcast, and we just saw that nutty 50 car pileup video of a guy who was on the side of the road as it just kept going and going and going. It was nuts. So we're looking at more videos, but first, I got an update. Actually, we did talk about this on the podcast broadcast, and I think we talked about it on the air, but Rico brought it to my attention. It was the Chevy truck that was driving in Texas because, you know, we've been having crazy amounts of weather, crazy weather all over the country, with the exception of paradise right here in southern Arizona, knock on wood. Now, in Texas, there was a string of tornadoes. They were vicious. They were going through, and one kid was driving in a Chevy truck, and a tornado came by and blew the truck over to its side, right? And then the tornado's still spinning around, blew the truck back onto its tires. And then that's when the truck drove away. And that video went viral, and people immediately put Chevy's Like a Rock song on it.
It was incredible.
And it turned into the best Chevy commercial ever, right?
That's
For real.
amazing.
Well, I have a follow-up on that story. It turns out the driver in that video was a 16-year-old kid named Riley Leon. Yeah, and luckily he's okay. He's totally fine as we saw him drive away.
It's American hero.
But this is a good news story because now a dealership in Fort Worth is helping him out by giving him a new truck to replace the one that got banged up.
Aw.
Yeah, but my question to you,
good
Rico.
PR.
Yeah, it's great PR, right? And that's why we're giving him a shout out right now. But my question to you, Rico, is would you take the truck or would you keep the truck that withstood a tornado and just kept driving?
The truck, bro.
Yeah,
I would sell that as an NFT.
yeah. Well, hopefully he can keep both.
Such a
He,
nerd.
he is. He's an NFT nerd.
Ah,
But he would hopefully get to keep the bang up truck and have a new truck too as a backup for
Right.
days that there are no tornadoes. But on tornado days, break out the old Chevy. You could handle it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
like
So
local fame, wear the shirt and the side decal on the truck. Like, yeah, this is tornado truck.
yeah.
Come get a photo. $5.
Calvin peeing on a tornado. He needs that sticker immediately.
Yep.
All right, we got more Beef Vegan Presents coming up after System of a Down, but we'll keep the conversation going on our podcast broadcast stream. You could join us there and comment along on the Facebook page or youtube.com/Beef Vegan. We'll be right back after this. Clear. And I think I have that video as well, just to remind you guys if you forgot. And Kat, you didn't see this video, right?
No.
Okay, you're going to love this.
Am I?
Yeah, that's not it. Here, hold on. Let's see. It's this one. Give me that video. Oh, this is the kid. Okay, this is the video. I got it. There might be a little commercial here that I got to buff through. Stand by.
Play some music.
Okay.
Some technical difficulty music.
Ba-da-da-beep,
I
ba-ba.
don't.
From Ipanema, she's lovely.
Na-sa-ga-na,
dun, dun, dun.
na-sa-ga-sa-na.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's all I got.
Bet.
All right.
Ugh.
Santa Rita
Just-
Ranch, a
Goddamn
master
commercial.
planned
Go away.
community northwest
The
of
commercial or me? Oh,
Ranch
Rico for
Cove
saying
and
bet.
Spot-
God.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Ugh. Look at him. He's trying to
Scooting
slink
away
out.
slowly.
All right. So this video is about to pop up in just a second. This is the viral video of the truck that got caught up in a tornado.
That could have
And then see it. He's showing it on the phone. See it gets knocked over. This is the 16-year-old
Riley
driver.
Leon.
I still
God.
can't believe that's him
Real
in the
Whoa.
video.
That's me inside of the truck, spinning
That
around.
is insane.
Yeah.
He's just in there vibing.
Yeah.
He's still playing music.
I wonder if he had a song in there playing. That's my
I
question.
want to
That'd be
know.
know he
That would
did.
be my question.
Like, what song
What
was
were
he
you
playing?
listening to?
He was listening to this song.
Hell yeah.
He just drove away.
Yeah. He just drove away.
Literally. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do we get to
Like
hear
a
him?
real
Yeah, let's
man.
hear him.
It's like a major bowl cut.
Hell yeah.
I told you it's in style.
Day, he was on his way back from a job. Scary experience, especially for a 16-year-old boy.
Everybody thinks I'm an adult, but in reality, I'm a minor. I'm a 16-year-old that still goes to school.
He says that day he was on his way back from a job interview at a Whataburger in Elgin, only 10 minutes away from his home, when he encountered the dangerous weather.
Right when I was going to take the U-turn, that's when the tornado got me and it lifted up my truck.
Lifted up and tossed around on its side.
My truck is gone, thrown like a paper around.
He made it out with only a few scratches on his arm. The experience scared him so bad, he didn't tell any of his family exactly what happened to avoid worrying them. But they knew instantly once they saw the truck on the viral video.
I can't imagine him being in there and coming out with only scratches on him.
Elvia Leon Martinez still can't believe her son made it out alive. She says she warned her son not to go out to the job interview because of the dangerous weather, but regardless of it all, she's just thankful that he's here with her now.
I give thanks to God that he protected him all this time.
Riley admits he learned a lot from this experience.
If there's going to be bad weather, stay home, no matter how important the thing is to you.
Yeah.
I love the moral lesson at the end. You have to throw that in there.
You have to.
Like, what? I can
Hey,
avoid a tornado.
Blame the manager at Whataburger for saying, hey, I don't care if there's tornadoes outside. I got an interview with you at 3 o'clock on dot, son.
Right?
You better show some responsibility.
I hope he got the job.
I hope he got.
Do you know what I went through to get him?
Yeah. Hope he got a job at
I
In
like,
now.
I like how he was more afraid of the the chancla more than the tornado.
Ah, yeah.
Just like, I can't tell my family about this.
Yeah. It's great.
A furious Mexican mother. Like,
Yeah.
I understand.
Right. So, all right. So that's the viral video and the update on that. And that's good. I like that.
They tracked him down.
They did track him down. I have.
Like, yeah, it was okay. It was just a tornado.
Here's a random question, and this is just for later on. Have any of you seen the Vacation reboot starring Ed Helms as opposed to
Vacation?
they did it a couple years ago. Chris Hemsworth was in it. Yeah. Well, the reason why I bring that up is because in it he was like this stud, right? And it's Chris Hemsworth. It's typecasting, but he shows his dong in this movie.
Look at Kat's
There you
face,
go.
zoom
Got
on
your
Kat's
attention.
face, yeah.
But he used a prosthetic dong, right?
Sure.
Because it was huge. Huge. And it's pretty funny. The scene was laugh out loud. I did see it and I saw it with my girlfriend. And I was, oh, you're breaking stuff now.
Did you LOL?
I mentioned large dong, and then Rico starts like falling apart.
Oh my.
Yeah. Anyways, he's got his prosthetic penis from Vacation. It was gifted to him by the makers of the movie in a display box, and he apparently keeps that sitting on a mantle next to his Thor hammer.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like in a glass
Good
case.
move.
This
That's amazing.
giant
That's
penis.
funny.
And I feel like, that's a gift for his wife, being like, if in case I'm on set too long, case of emergency, break this this glass case with the Thor hammer and get out the other Thor hammer
Right.
and have a good time. So
Both emergencies.
Both
Somebody
emergencies.
comes in the house and invades, get the hammer. You're lonely.
I came across a
You're
study.
lonely.
I came across a study that said, who needs men? There's a new trend where single mothers buy and move into a house together to support each other while they raise kids. Do you have any friends, Kat, that have done this before?
No.
No? You have any friends?
I didn't.
No.
Nah.
Who needs
Wait, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. Let's not make it a thing.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Like if they want to, cool.
First off, the rent's too damn high.
Yeah,
Is it not?
that's real.
Yes.
That's real.
Now, and if you're single mothers and, paying for kids, that's outrageous. And babysitting, right? But if you have two, like, women in there with their own kids, they're each other's babysitters and they're kind of helping each other out. I like it. I
I mean,
like
it's
that
like
idea.
families living together.
Yeah, it's like Full House, but with women.
I just want to see how fast it takes to become a cult. How long it's going to take.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes.
Cat lady cult.
All right, let me ask you this question as we continue the conversation moving forward. What scares you as an adult that meant nothing to you as a child?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things are more scary as an adult than when you're a kid because you don't know.
Yes.
You don't know the risk.
But there is a flip side to that coin where it's the opposite, where, you don't get as scared when you're younger about those things. But
That's what I'm
give me an
saying.
example. Give me an example of something that scared you.
Scares me now that didn't scare me as a kid.
Yeah.
Rico, go.
I'll give you
Taxes.
one. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You don't worry about taxes as a kid.
Right.
What about losing your teeth? As a child, you
The
kind of
tooth
get excited,
fairy.
but you get excited because the tooth fairy, you get paid, you're growing up. As an adult, that's not a good sign. That's not a good look. That
yikes.
terrify you.
Yeah, it's not good.
People have nightmares as adults about losing their teeth. It's a stress dream.
Yeah.
That means something else. Here's some other examples. Jumping from a swing to another tall place.
Or like breaking bones, honestly.
Right?
Like when you're a kid, it's like, it hurts, but also, if I broke a bone now,
I love the memes too about like the quicksand that used to be like an existential threat as a kid. You would think you'd walk on and be quicksand
Yes,
everywhere. It's like a big
yes.
fear.
oh, and catching on fire.
Catching on fire.
Because it was like, stop, drop, and roll. And
Yes.
it's like, as an adult, I feel like I should be on fire every day because of how much I
The
learned
training.
about that. Yeah.
Yes, but
You guys are just on fire. You push him on the ground. Roll, Johnny, roll.
Did you ever have those like fire trucks come out and they would like simulate a fire inside of
No,
like
I went
the
to a
truck?
poor school.
Oh.
Yeah. She's showing off her Florida privilege.
No.
I know.
Oh
So
my God. It was a Christian school.
I wonder if this generation or younger generations know about stop, drop, and roll and
doubt
what
it.
they would do. So what we don't have to do.
They probably know about the nuclear fallout exercises again. Get
They're
under your
almost
desk.
there. Yeah.
I know.
But as far as us, our
Oh,
generation, if we caught on fire,
gunshots.
every one of us would immediately stop, we would drop, and we would roll. But I don't know if my teenage daughter knows
Knows
this.
to do that.
So what I'm going to do later is I'm going to set her on fire and see what she does.
Social
Just-
experiment. for
Just her
TikTok.
shirt.
Oh,
right?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll
Why
be
are you just
ready.
standing there.
To douse her. But
Why you just stand
after
there?
I yell at her for not stopping, dropping, and rolling, but hopefully she knows that.
It is kind of crazy. Like, do you ever
should've
think
checked.
about what you would do if something like a crisis happened, i.e., you wake up and your apartment's on fire? That has happened to me.
Yes, I have
But
a
it's-
game plan.
Yeah.
No, but it's crazy because like when it's actually happening to you, you just go into like instinct mode.
Right.
Yeah.
I just opened the door, got my dogs out, and then
You knew exactly what to grab. Boom. Ow.
yeah, I
When
didn't
did-
even have my contacts in, so I was literally blind.
When did
Jeez.
your apartment catch on fire?
This is a couple years ago.
Oh, it was here in Tucson?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
how bad of damage did it do?
I mean, it like totally burned up the old AC unit, which was honestly a blessing.
Yeah.
And the landlord couldn't say anything because he didn't even have a smoke alarm installed.
Oh.
Which is, I think, illegal.
It is illegal.
Yeah.
So it was a guest house.
Okay.
Anywho,
All right, we got 15
it
seconds.
was terrifying.
In
Yeah.
LA, I felt like they sent somebody out every 2 weeks to check the fire alarm.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you do? I'm naked. Like, what do you want?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Gotta check your fire alarm.
Yeah, well, they're super protective in LA. All right, 5 seconds. Let's do this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. The Oscars were the other day. I don't know if you guys heard about that. The
Nah.
Oscars? Yeah. Well, I'll
man
ask you
got
this question.
slapped.
Oh, yeah. They did give out awards as well. It wasn't just assault.
Oh.
And the award for best picture went to the movie Coda. I'm almost guessing that nobody in this room watched the movie Coda.
I did not.
Exactly. This was one of the Oscars where nobody's seen the movies that were nominated. But I remember Herb Stratford talking about Coda, which is a big deal. It's on Apple's streaming service, and that's why nobody saw it, because nobody really has Apple Plus. I mean, a small percentage, but it's not one of the more popular ones. But this was a slam dunk for Tim Cook. He basically dunked on Netflix and Amazon, and I'll tell you why. Because Netflix and Amazon are both vying for that coveted prize, Best Picture, in the Oscars. Ever since the Academy started recognizing streaming services to even be nominated. And Tim Cook was able to get the top prize at the Oscars in like 2 years, which is huge when you really consider it and put it in perspective. It's a feat that even Steve Jobs would be mildly impressed with. Yeah.
Mildly.
Well, not too many things impressed him. He was an uber genius. But yeah, they say he triumphed after 2.5 years after formally entering the film and TV business. And in Bezos, like a lot of people argue, like, hey, he just basically bought an Oscar. Well, if it was that easy, Bezos would have did it immediately. He likes to do things first.
Apple money and Bezos money, they're kind of both rocket money, aren't they?
They are both rocket money, except Tim Cook and Apple aren't making rockets for joyrides. Well, again, they're not offering joyrides to the public. So yeah, so kudos to Tim Cook, and I guess Coda was a fantastic film, and so I guess we'll never see it because we won't get Apple Plus, but it's good to know that a great film does exist on a platform we'll never see.
I know. I just want to see Jeff Bezos yell at Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Like on a telephone call. You should have acted harder.
Well, no, Benedict was
better.
nominated for a Netflix account. So that's Ted Saros.
That was Netflix.
Yeah.
What was he nominated for?
Power of the Dog. Yeah, where he played
Western man.
A subtly gay cowboy. Maybe not. Maybe he is. It was one of those like Ross and Rachel things with sexuality that never got answered.
Oh my God.
Ask Sam Elliott. He'll tell you all about it.
Yes, he will.
Tell you about those cowboys.
All right, we got to hit the reset. We'll keep the conversation going on the podcast broadcast, but we'll be back with your beef tip right after this. Stick around. All right.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
Yeah.
Kid Rock's pinnacle right there.
It should be his theme song.
Kid Rock.
I love Kid Rock.
Really?
It's got a special place in my heart.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
Why?
Why
sense.
not?
Why
I
not?
have no reason to hate him. He was like one of my first concerts I saw as a kid, too.
Aw.
There you go. Oh, let me.
Kid Rock. Aw.
Earlier
How
this
sweet.
morning, we gave two stories of an example of stories that we could do in 2022 that we couldn't do in 2001,
Okay.
right? Or even 1999. This is like stories from the future, but we're currently in the future. If you don't know what I mean, here's the example. This is called Modern Problems. Check it out. Rock 102.1 KFMA from Hybrid Theory in the end, Lincoln Park. The song's still timeless to this day. To this day. Now, that song came out, 20 years ago?
Oh my God, I'm old.
Yeah. Now, we're all old, Rico. In fact, I'm going to give you modern problem stories that just imagine if I was telling these stories back in the year 2000 or in the 90s, this would sound like a whole nother world. It wouldn't even sound like reality. This is like the future, right? Here, let me start with this. There was two kids that were devious and they tricked their parents. Now, their parents had this rule that they weren't allowed to have their phones at night, right? No screen time, which is a common rule. And it's one that, I believe in. It's like, yeah, too much screen time is bad for kids. There's been plenty of studies that have shown this. So these two teenage brothers didn't like that their parents had this rule of no cell phones after 9 p.m. So this was what they did. They printed out two pictures of an iPhone. They put them in cases and they made two fake phones to use as stand-ins.
Oh my God.
Then
Brilliant.
they went back to their room to use their real phones.
Wow.
It is brilliant, right? Now, the mom thought so as well. She was so impressed, she didn't even get mad. So
I'm not even mad.
Yeah. So that was the two teenage brothers like hack to get out of the no cell phone rule.
Damn, kids are smart these days, man.
Yeah, they are. Now, here's another story, which is really funny with modern problems. Back in the day when we used to get school pictures, they used to set up little backgrounds, right? Like a little faux fence, or they'd have the little pull down background of like the mountainscape or, neon colors if you were in the 80s.
Yep.
For pictures. But now, and this, Rico, because you're a master of the green screen, they don't need to do that. They could customize each individual photo with the background that they choose just using a green screen.
Right.
So that's all they need. Pull down the green screen, sit your kid in front of it, take a picture, done and done.
Uh-huh.
Right? But you got to think things through. You can't just use the green screen every day of the year. There's one day in particular you cannot use a green screen when taking photographs of children. Do you know which day that is?
Picture day.
Well, picture day is that one day, but no, St. Patrick's Day.
Oh boy.
Because everyone's wearing green.
Oh.
Yeah. What happens when you wear green in front of a green screen, Rico?
You become the screen.
You become the screen.
You are one with the screen.
Yeah. Now the parents had a laugh at sharing photo proofs they got on social media, and the local news even did a story of it. There's a photo company called Interstate Photography, and they used a green screen on picture day, but picture day was planned for St. Patrick's Day. So most of the kids wore green so they wouldn't get pinched. And basically you see a bunch of kids floating heads as the proof for their photos. So this is modern day problems. Again, these are stories that wouldn't exist in the 90s. And if I read these stories in the 90s, you would say that I was out of my mind and it's not a future that we're going to live in. But yes, we are currently in the future.
It's dark.
All right, so that was the story. Now you want to see the kids?
I do. So
right.
bad.
So, like, you see that? You see how this kid's
Oh my God.
kind of disappearing?
X-Men? Like, what's going on?
Uh-huh. And there's
Also, that's the background they chose?
yeah, well,
Where
I
was
think
this?
it's customized backgrounds, right? So
Their grandma's garden in the Hamptons.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
where was this, like, school?
Oh, the school was
Yeah.
located in St. Patrick's Day. I want to say Indiana.
Mm.
Yeah. So does that make sense with their?
Yeah.
It was Indiana.
Okay, let me see.
All right, there's more here. Just gonna press play. He's scrolling through like, oh, my kid's a ghost.
That's hilarious.
Amazing. That's funny.
Yeah, here you go, parents. Here's a picture of your
Wait,
dead
but
son.
Enjoy.
My thing is, did the company not see these before they set the proofs? And were they like, this is acceptable?
Right.
It's like the scene from Back to the Future where they're disappearing.
They're
no.
like, maybe they won't notice.
See, and you get to pick. You get to pick your background. Look at this kid's head just
Is that
popping
like
up.
a cornfield?
Yes, it's like, which one do you want? You want to be in front of a brick wall or a cornfield?
That
It is
is
Indiana.
so funny.
So, this is something that all photo companies are now going to consider, not to schedule, school pictures on St. Patrick's Day. You just can't do it
Yeah,
because everyone's going to be wearing green.
that's just hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
So
enjoyed that.
this
Sorry,
guy's like,
my-
look
Hey,
at my
look at
cardigan.
me, I'm
Yeah.
green.
Look at that kid.
Can't see
He's.
it.
He looks shocked.
I'm sure she's saying
That's
hilarious
funny.
stuff. There's
That's
another.
wholesome fun.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
at least
like
all the parents are
Look at that kid, floating
laughing.
head.
Those are,
More floating
they're gonna
heads.
start doing that for extra now, I bet.
You're right. Do you want a picture of
Floating
just your
head.
kid's
Sure,
floating head?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In space, in a garden,
I gotcha, fam.
anything you want.
It's so funny.
Yeah. So
I hated picture day.
did you?
Yeah, because the guy who took our pictures at the school was creepy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
He was straight up like 1, 2, 3, and smile.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at the duck.
Look at the duck.
It's happy like you.
It was like Christian school,
Yeah.
So there was a vibe.
As a girl growing up, right? Did you get that vibe a lot? And were you constantly concerned? Because your dad was a police officer, so he obviously taught you about stranger danger. But
Mhm.
did you
You
get?
mace.
Oh, like creepy older men.
Yeah, or just creepy men in general,
I
right?
mean, oh god.
Stranger danger.
I mean, you still deal with that today.
Yeah, no, I do today.
Your
As a
camera
kid, I
is
don't
GoPro
know.
style. Oh, it's on your phone.
I'll let her fix it and pop her up before we get into our beef tip. We got about a minute and a half. Don't forget streamers. Yeah, what are you saying, Rico?
The Renaissance Fair when that comedian did that bit with that kid that came up to stage. He's
Yes.
like, yeah, just go back to that shed back there. And the kid just walks in. You're like, what the hell?
I know.
Teach your kids, man.
That was funny.
It was funny, but it was like still like
That's
damn.
Dead Bob. Dead Bob.
Dead
If you go
Bob.
to the Renaissance Fair, check out the Dead Bob show. That
He
was
was
funny.
great.
He was roasting kids, basically saying, "Hey, you're ugly." The first thing, there was a
face
lot of ugly
painting bit.
jokes. Oh, the face painting. Yeah. If
Yeah.
your parents, if the first thing they do when you go to the Renaissance Fair is get your face painted, then congratulations, you're ugly.
You're an ugly kid.
Yeah, and then that was a joke. And then he's like, I need a volunteer. And this little girl in the front row raises her hand. And she's like, all right, come up on stage. And she has her face painted. He's like, oh, well, see, there's an ugly one.
Oh my god.
Straight up
Everybody's
to this
like,
kid.
That's funny.
Yeah, they
Did
gasped and
everybody?
laughed.
Yeah. They laughed.
Oh, they loved
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, shit all over this kid.
Teach them early.
It was- I should have, in hindsight.
We
But
missed
no,
out.
I was wearing a crown. And you know what? You would have known if
No,
you
I
went
didn't
with us,
mean
Cat.
today.
We were too busy talking to furries to do any of that stuff.
That's true.
Oh, that looks so fun.
The whole thing was fun. It would have.
know.
It would have been more fun.
Here we go.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know. I think we had such a good time. You missed out. We didn't. All right, 5 seconds.
Nanny boo.
God.
Going, he's going third grade on you.
Bet.
Here we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. This is all the time we have for the show.
Hmm.
I just got to remind you, we are giving away gas cards all week long. Beef gives you gas.
What?
Yes, make sure. Make sure that you Friend our Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page and, of course, Instagram, Rock 1 2.1. Comment below the gas post there and listen at 7 o'clock in the morning to find out how to win a $25 gas card. Plus, we're also giving away tickets for Hailstorm and The Pretty Reckless. And that's win them before you can buy them. Tickets go on sale for that show this Friday at 10 a.m. Before we leave you, I'd like to give you a beef tip. Would you like it?
Yeah.
Give me that tip.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Well, the pandemic was so bad, it was 5 times more depressing than Mondays. This is according to a new study. All right. So
What? Only 5 times?
5 times. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
on average, maybe it was 20 times for you. But the data found that the gloomy mood from the early pandemic months were comparable to a really, really bad Monday. And for social media users globally, they all would complain about it. So instead of a weekly thing, it was every day. So my beef tip to you is the next time you feel like you're having a case of the Mondays, right? Remember the pandemic. I was like, like 2 months ago or currently still in it. But remember the beginning of the pandemic, right? That sucked. So your Monday when you have to go to work and interact with people face to face without a mask, not so bad. All right. So put that in perspective because our Mondays are 5 times cooler than that of any single day during the latest pandemic. Not the next pandemic. That one's going to be a doozy. But I'm saying the last pandemic. All right. So that's your beef tip. I'd like to thank everybody for listening, streaming the show. Don't forget the entire podcast broadcast is on demand at youtube.com/beefvegan. Anything you want to add to this, Kat?
I got nothing.
All right. Rico, you want to put a cherry on top?
Stay hydrated.
There you go.
Stay up, y'all.
Yeah.
That's your beef
Drive
tip.
safe in the rain.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Don't
enough.
drive slow.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Okay, well, we're out of time, and you guys keep just layering it on there. So Riley's up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a slice of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.